the women's 400 metres freestyle final.
You ready for the cheer? I think it'll start straight away, just with the introduction of the event. She's Olympic champion in the 200 metres freestyle. Can she be crowned world champion in the 400 freestyle in front of the home crowd?
Oh, they have a listen to them. They're on their feet. And some of the British fans that have made the trip over to Rome are also making plenty of noise, because two of the favourites from Great Britain, Rebecca Adlington and Jo Jackson. Jo Jackson, of course, breaking the world record at the British Championships earlier in the year, only to see Pellegrini go faster. And Adlington, she knows how to win. She did that in the 400 and the 800 in Beijing. So we'll see what sort of factor that plays.
One of the girls that has chosen to stay with the LZR racer.
Yeah, and you'd have to say on the evidence we've seen so far, she could be in trouble.
Well, Laura Manadou is the defending champion from 2007 and 2005. She's now having a break. Federica Pellegrini introduced to the audience.
Yeah, she was disappointing in this event in the 400 in Beijing, but she fought back to break the world record in the 200. Vallmy from France also from a great time at the French Nationals. She was second to Pellegrini when she broke the world record at the Mediterranean Games, and actually beat Pellegrini in the Olympic final. So she's got to be in contention as well. We saw Alison Schmidt, who was very strong this morning, and here's Becky Adlington, 4:05.70 this morning. She was the first British gold medalist in swimming, female swimming, in 48 years when she beat Katie Hoff, who was the favourite in this event. Jo Jackson was third that time. And, of course, Adlington going on to win the 800 metres freestyle. They are great friends. Jackson and Adlington training once or twice each week together.
So we have three of the fastest swimmers in the history of this event racing head-to-head now with Pellegrini, Jo Jackson and Rebecca Adlington. All have gone 4 minutes. Who will be the first woman under 4 minutes?
Tracy Wickham won the World Championship in 1978 in West Berlin in this event. Seems a long time ago now. But this is going to be one of the great races of the World Championships. The final of the women's 400-metre freestyle. Will it be the two girls from England, or will it be the local hero, Federica Pellegrini of Italy, the world record holder? From the bottom of your screen, Adlington's got away to a better start tonight. Etienne of France in 7. Vallmy also of France in 6. Then Alison Schmidt of the US in 5. Pellegrini in 4. Jo Jackson of England in 3. Potek of Romania in 2. And Fries of Denmark in 1. And at the first 50, it's Jackson that leads them out. Pellegrini second, Potek third, Adlington fourth. So the big three are all in the mix through the first 50.
Yeah, 28.43, that's a nice first 50-metre split. All of the girls are in touch with the field. I think the first 50 traditionally in an event like this, the 400 freestyle, is just the, dive in, get the excitement out of the way, then start to get down to some business. There's enough time to make some moves, there's enough time to settle back and hold something in reserve. But as we see Jo Jackson really take it out with Federica Pellegrini and the world record line, they're just off that. Now, again, the danger in this, Anthony, is like the men. Well, they'll start to just race each other rather than go fast.
Well, Adlington is further away, of course, and she's just had a very good turn there. And that has taken her up into third place. So she's not out of it either. Schmidt, the American, has just dropped back. She surprised this morning. She got the 6th fastest time of all. But it's going to be the three favourites are going to go around together. Pellegrini first, Jackson second, and Adlington third. Potek is fourth. You'd think the winner is going to come from those four. And the crowd's going to be a real factor here once we get to the last 100.
Well, Pellegrini this morning came home in 30 seconds low. At the moment, she's repeating 30.2, 30.3 for her 50 metres. And when you said about Rebecca Adlington making a move, she was about 30.5, so a definite move by Pellegrini at this stage, 1:59.42.
And the crowd starting to get involved. Adlington's still very much in the mix down at the bottom of your screen in lane 8, but Pellegrini half a body length clear of Jo Jackson. She was the bronze medalist. from Beijing, and also held the world record at one stage this year. And if anything, she's tightened up here. Pellegrini and Jackson, the pressure is going to be on. It looks like it's out of those two. This is going to be some finish, Nicole.
It certainly will. We're at 250 metres now. They're 0.22 over the world record pace. One would think this crowd has got to give Pellegrini a little bit more of a lift than the other two girls. Out of the shot there is Adlington. She's off in lane number 8, swimming quite nicely, and has the advantage of really being off onto the other side. She knows where they are. She can look across. Pellegrini's got 3 or 4 girls that she can look to and not be exactly sure where Adlington is, but Pellegrini.
The adrenaline pumping now. The crowd really urging her on. Pellegrini leads by almost a second. She's almost a body length out.
0.23 under.
What else would you expect? The crowd are now starting to get on their feet. About 75 metres left to swim. Will she be able to maintain the rage? Jo Jackson not going away. It looks like it's a race in 2, although Potek is also swimming pretty strongly in lane 2 from Romania. Just under 50 to go. Let's have a look as they come to the last turn. She's under world record pace. She's leading Jackson second, Adlington third. We thought this was going to be one of the races of the week, and so it's proved so far. Pellegrini, though, is streaming away, and she's ahead of world record time. The crowd are on their feet. Adlington is right, pushing for second, just ahead of Jackson. But it's Federica Pellegrini. She was disappointing in the 400 of the Olympics, but she's not going to disappoint here. Bellissimo! She's broken the world record. Second and third for the girls from Great Britain. Pellegrini wins, Jackson second, Adlington third, and they are on their feet here in Rome.
That was a phenomenal last 100 metres. That was just incredible. She's gone 59 point in the last 59.2. That was incredible. 29.3 in her last 50 when she was repeating at 30 seconds. Fantastic, well done. How far under the world record? How far under 4 minutes? Well, 3/4 of a second under it.
Jo Jackson didn't actually break the previous world record in coming second. Adlington wouldn't go away in lane 8. The American Smithers finished 4th, Bellamy 5th. Potek dropped away a fraction at the end to finish 6th. Etienne and Fries rounded it out. But Pellegrini said she went out a little too fast this morning, but she had plenty left. And the crowd, as she climbs out of the pool, and the plaudits are all hers, as you would expect. A local winning the gold medal in world record time.
Wow, a superstar in Italy. She was already there winning the 200 free at the Olympic Games. And now to win a world championship in front of the home crowd. An embrace for the two British girls, Jo and Beck. Honourable mention for them, both at 4 minutes, a good time.
So, a hard act to follow that. Federica Pellegrini winning in world record time. Jo Jackson second and Rebecca Adlington third. The action and the world records continue right after this.